I'm going to talk to you now about integrity checking. And integrity checking allows you to enforce certain validation rules at the database level. In this particular case, we'll take a look at our app properties. So this is our CRUD Companies app, the first page. Select the application properties and go down to the database section. And you can see here that we've got a number of fields. These ones here all relate to integrity checking. So to decide whether a field should be either mandatory or unique or both, you select the widget in question. So here I'm selecting the name widget, and the database section in the property bar, you can see we've got, first of all, we want it stored in the database, obviously, and then here are the two integrity checking related properties. Uniqueness, so this must be unique, but it's a case insensitive check, and it's mandatory, so the field is required and won't be accepted by the database if there's no data in that field. So if we come back to the app properties, we can then see how we've decided for whether application craft should handle any error checking or not. At the moment there's no automatic handling. It means you're going to handle it in code. Highlight only puts a highlighting around the offending widget and uses the highlight opacity or highlight color to control the appearance. Highlight only, that's that, and then show error message and highlight. So that's a generic error message by default, or just show the error message. And I can override the error messages for the uniqueness and the mandatory situations here. So we'll take a look and see how we've handled that in this CRUD Companies app. Let's go to the second page, and here, for instance, we're going to be entering name, email, phone number. Clicking on save. If we look at the onClick event, you'll see here that we are calling instance create or instance update, and in the callback function you'll check the error parameter to see whether there is an error. So any integrity error that's generated can be inspected here. And the same thing happens for this for the company fields on the first page. So what we can do is to actually run a check and use the debugger maybe to inspect some of these fields. So in this particular case, let's take a look at the save event on the company page where we know that the company name must be unique. So here's our event, and let's create a new company, and there you can see it's calling cbcompsave as a callback function, and here's the error. So let's inspect the error. So I'm going to put in a debugger statement, and now I'm going to save it. Because it's creating instances, I need to actually run this in live mode. I can't run it in preview mode. Okay, here we are. So you can see we've got some of these company names already. So let's create new and create a company name called Apple, and click save. Before we do, I'm going to bring up my debugger, and now I'm ready to hit save. Okay, let's just bring this into view properly, and we can see the error object, and here you can see we actually have an error, so the error object is not null. So there you can see we can inspect. In fact, there you can see it's detected the error is not null and is displaying the, let me just hide this, the generic error message. So we could override that ourselves and display our own error handling if we wanted to. So hopefully that explains to you the concept of integrity checking.